Good evening, children. I hope everyone are doing fine. So let us continue with the chapter number 8. How do organisms reproduce? Under that, today we will be studying about the topic male reproductive system. So let's begin. So till now we studied about reproduction in human beings. So we learned basic concepts about human reproductive system or how do reproduction occurs in case of human beings. We studied few basic common changes in case of both male as well as female, and also individually we studied common changes in male as well as female. So today we will be only studying about male reproductive system. So we know that the main function of male reproductive system is to produce the germ cells or otherwise the sperm cells, and it is transferred to female reproductive system. This is one of the main function of male reproductive system. And based on the function, the male reproductive system is made up of two types of organs based on their function. One is primary reproductive organ and next is accessory reproductive organs. So let us study this. Coming to primary reproductive organ, it is one of the type of organ in case of male reproductive system. The male reproductive organ, it is a pair of testes and they are responsible for the formation of male germ cells or otherwise called as sperms. And they are located outside the human body in a sac. So that sac is called as scrotum sac. Here in the picture you can see there is a labeling here called as scrotum. Scrotum is nothing but it is a sac-like structure which holds the germ cells or otherwise called as sperms. And this sac maintains the temperature which is below the normal body temperature. So usually body temperature will be different compared to this scrotum temperature. It maintains below normal body temperature and this lower temperature is required for the formation of sperms. And next part, that is testes, are responsible for producing male hormone as well. So other than holding a sperms, so other function of this testes are to produce male hormone that is called as testosterone. So very important to remember. So the male hormone. So reproductive organs produce male hormone, especially testes, that is said to be testosterone. And how do you remember this hormone name? Testosterone. It is similar to the name testis. Okay. And this testosterone regulates the formation of sperms. So what is the function of this hormone? This regulates the formation of sperms. And it also brings changes in appearance in males during puberty. We studied children, the common changes that we see in case of males. So that is due to the hormone secretion. So which is that hormone? It is nothing but testosterone, which helps in the changes in appearance when usually male appear to the stage of puberty. And the sperms that are formed in testes are delivered by the two ducts. And how the delivery of the sperms happening? So it is by the two ducts which is arising from the testis. These ducts known as sperm duct or vas deferens. Next is accessory reproductive organs. Vas deferens, it is combining with urethra. So urethra is nothing but it is a tube which is coming out from urinary bladder. This is interconnected. Okay, and this urethra creates a common passage for both urine as well as sperms. As the sperms pass through the ducts, accessory glands like prostate gland and seminal vesicle, and their secretion to the sperms, this fluid like secretion is known as semen. What do you call it as? It is nothing but semen. It makes the transportation of sperm very easy and provides nutrition to them. You can just look into the labelings in a picture so that you will get to know what is the function of each labeling. Okay. So here comes the structure of sperm. Here in the picture you can notice how the structure of sperms look like. And in general, if you get a question like which is the smallest cell in human body, it is nothing but sperm. Sperms are the smallest cells in human body. They mainly consist of genetic material. And children, you know what is the function of genetic material. They carry the inheritance from the parent cell to a progeny, to their offspring, isn't it? And this genetic material is totally from a male. So this sperm has three parts. It is head, middle piece and tail. So here you can see in the head region there is a nucleus. So nucleus of the sperm is present in its head. And the middle region of the sperm, it provides the energy to swim, and the tail helps the sperm to swim rapidly. And this middle piece consists of collar, and that collar consists of more number of mitochondria. And you people know what is the function of mitochondria. It is necessary to provide energy, isn't it? And here you can see nucleus, and it contains 23 chromosome, and we know that human consists of 46 chromosome. So 23 chromosome is from male and 23 chromosome from female will fuse together. Okay, and it consists of 23 chromosome. Half of the chromosomes are coming from male and half of the chromosomes from female. It will be there in the egg. Okay. And here you can see acrosome. It is not necessary in your syllabus. Just for knowledge purpose, acrosome, it contains digestive enzymes. Okay, and when I said that there is a fusion of gametes, only two chromosomes are said to be in a reproductive organ in male as well as female. So totally 46 chromosome. So 22 pairs are in somatic cells, that means in a body cells, and 2 chromosomes are there in a reproductive organ. And only one chromosome will fuse with a female chromosome. Okay, that you will be studying in detail. Okay, and this reproductive structure of male and female reproductive systems are so important, basic concepts. This will be carried to your PU classes as well. If you take up science in PU, same concept will be repeated, but you will be learning more information and more knowledge has been given when you take up science and PU. Okay, so this is about the structure and function of sperms. So children, I hope you have followed today's concept. Only one part of reproductive system I have taken, only a male reproductive system I have explained, because if I teach both male and female reproductive organ, you will be confused with hormones. Two different hormones you will see in two different reproductive organs, so you might get confusion. So I'll be taking that concept separately in the next session. Okay, so worksheet I'll send you along with this video. Do solve it and have a good day.